started. We are going to get started right away. We are going to get started right away. Otherwise, how are we doing? Are we doing fantastic? Are we doing fantastic? Give me a round of applause. Give me a round of applause. Hearing me clearly. Give me a round of applause if you can hear me clearly. Give me a round of applause. Uh, if you can see me clearly, if you can hear me clearly, give me a round of applause. Give me a round of applause. I'm very glad that I'm your trainer today. Can you hear me clearly? Is my network okay? Hmm? Is my network okay? Can you hear me clearly? Mpulira bulungi nnyo. Okay, that is good. That is good. That is good. So let's get started. Let's get started right away. Let's get started right away. Uh, you said you can hear me clearly. See what you did? Hmm? Okay, Hassan is saying yes, can hear me very, very well. So let's get started. Now, let me share my screen. So let me share my screen. Okay. Can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen now? Can you clearly see my screen? Can you clearly see my um I think all of you can see my screen. Can you all see my screen, please? Eh? My brother Daniel Washiba. Can you see my screen, bro? Wave to us, Sebo. Kubireko kajam. If Daniel can see everything clearly, then let's just go. Okay. Now let's dive in. We said that we are going to navigate through Royal Q. Wait. We are going to navigate through Royal. We're going to navigate through Royal Q. Try to say leaders. Royal Q is one of the most beautiful applications you have ever made. And I want to tell you that my training today is going to be very precise, not imprecise. I want to tell you that this app you are looking at here, it is a very amazing application. Not only amazing, but it can really give us financial freedom. But our goal as the game changers is to make sure that everyone who joins us learns and understands how this app works. You get my point? If you understand how to use this application, I'm telling you, you are going to enjoy this business. So we are going to look here down. There is a word strategy. This is where the business moves. Okay? This is where our business is moving. Here, Roku is showing us the running trade. If you're having a running trade, see it from here. Now, let's start our trade. For example, for me, I'm trading Tau stroke USDT. This is the trade I'm having right now. Now, we are going to navigate. We said that we are going to navigate through Royal Q trade settings. Hope you remember that. Here up, there is a word strategy details. This is the information about the trade. Then is what we call fulfilled orders. If, for example, you have been trading this coin several times, the robot will show you. You get my point? The robot will show you different orders you've been in this trade, even the time. Okay? It shows that I entered this trade 2 hours ago, 9 minutes, and this is the first cycle. Okay? So it can give you all of the information you want. Then let's come back to strategy details where where it is more important. Okay. Now, um, here we have what we call this is the coin we are trading. Are you seeing it? It's called the cow stroke USDT. Cow stroke USDT. That's the name of the coin. It is indicating that it is in one shot strategy. One shot means when the trade sells, it will not buy again until I order it again. When I order the trade again, then that's when it will buy. But with one shot, the moment the trade sells, it will not buy again until I order it. Okay? Let's go. Then wall warehouse. What is wall warehouse? Some of these things I'm going to use I'm going to use my blackboard to explain them. What is the wall warehouse? Now we have different strategy modes. Let's come back to our trade. My robot is showing that I'm trading this coin in wall warehouse. What is the wall warehouse? I'm going to explain it later on, and I want to make sure that everyone understands it. Then there is position amount. That's the amount of money in this trade. For example, this trade has $500. Then we have average price. We have average price. Where are the rest? I'm not seeing people in class today. What happened? Hmm? I'm not seeing people in class. Yet these are the same people whom we are going to find in the group asking the same things. Someone in the group asking, why is my coin not selling? Then they put a screenshot. We teach these things every 12 p.m. simply because they don't attend the training. My advice to everyone who joined this business that please attend the training. So you invested your money here. So it is advisable to learn what you invested in. Okay? The thing you invested your money in, please give it time. Understand it. You get my point. Understand what you invested your money in. If you do that, then you'll be the best investor. It's not good to invest money in something and you don't give it time to learn it. Now, so position amount is the amount of money injected in the trade. For example, mine has $500. Average price. It's the price the robot bought this coin. For example, the robot bought this coin at the price was $456. Then there is current price. Current price is the current price right now. It is at 451. Then margin call counts. The amount of margin calls in this trade is zero. The robot has not bought any margin call yet. Okay? Unrealized PL. Unrealized PL means unrealized profit or loss. Okay? Unrealized profit or loss. So the profit All loss you are saying here is not real. It's not real until the trade fails. That's why it keeps on changing. You see, it's now 5.9. You may see it at 6. You may see it going back to 4. It is a negative. That means this trade is making a loss of $5. But the loss is not real. Are you learning what I'm saying? The loss is not real, or the profit. If in case this trade goes in the positive right now, the profit will be not real until the trade is done, until the trade is sold. Are you learning? Give me a thumbs up if you're learning. Give me a thumbs up if you're learning. I want to use an example of land. Let me give an example. I have land. I bought land along the road some time back when I was still in school. And today, that piece of land, 50 by 50, is worth 200 million. But I'm not selling. That's what we call unrealized profit or unrealized PL. But at the moment, my land is equivalent to 200 million shillings, but I'm not selling. That 200 million shillings will become real if I sell it. If a customer comes and buys my land, now back cash, I will blow profit in the book real. Or if I have land along the coast or at the beach, I have my 100 by 100. Then one day, boom, Lake Victoria, the levels go up. My 100 by 100 becomes 50 by 20. Most part of my land is eaten up by water. That means now my land is in a loss, in realized profit, unrealized loss, unrealized PL. But that loss will not be real until I've sold everything. In case someone comes and I panic and I sell my land, I'll sell it at loss. So never be panicked by this. Okay? Some of you, whenever you see the coin going down, you panic, you sell it at loss, you see, my coin, then you get out of the coin. Some of you even go to Binance and convert your trades. You are the one making losses, but the losses are not even real. They are unrealized. I told you losses become real when you close the trade. That's why this digit keep on changing. You get it? You get the point? Then there is what you call manage strategy. What is the manage strategy? These are different buttons. I call them, these are action buttons. We have cycle. What is cycle? Cycle means if my robot sells this coin, it will buy again. If my robot sells this coin, it will buy again. Singa robot yange njiragira etunde coin eno mu cycle. After selling, it buys again. After selling, it buys again. But I want it in one shot. So that's the action button. When you tap cycle here up, you will see it has turned it cycle. If I tap one shot, it turns to one shot. So these are action buttons. Then there is sell. Sell is an action button. You are ordering the robot to sell at loss or profit. Like you are manually selling it. Because look here, our robot is ordered to sell this coin when it makes a profit of 3%. But when I tap sell, I'm telling my robot, please sell now. Or I can tell the robot to sell at any price I want. For example, when I tap the sell button, I can tell my robot that I want it to sell this coin when it goes up at $600. The current price of the coin is here. It is at $451.3, but I can tell my robot, please sell it when it goes at $600. When it goes at $600, sell it. The robot will ask, how many quantity of these coins do you want me to sell? I can say 75%. The The robot will show me that if I sell 700% of my coin at this price, this is the profit I will make, $117. If I sell 100%, I will make $157. Then I confirm. When I confirm, some of you need to know this future. When I confirm, my robot will no longer follow this order of 3%. Remember previously in the settings, I had told my robot that please sell this coin at 3%. But the moment I tap the action button and I tell my robot that please sell at this price, now the robot has got another new order. Order from above. Here in Uganda, we have what we call order from above. Order from above. It is above anything. It is above the parliament, above the courts. A court can bail you out, and the order from above takes you back to prison. It's the same thing happening here. If I tell my robot that please, in the settings, please sell at 3%, that is the take profit ratio. Then I come back, I press the action button. What is the action button saying? The action button, I tell my robot that please, no, sell this coin at $600 price. The robot will follow this new order, a new order from above. Have you seen it? So some of the coins, some of you who know how to do trading view very well, you can spot a coin, you enter, and you give the robot to sell at a certain price, not in percentages. At a certain price. You enter the coin when it was at $2, but right now you want to sell it at 5. You can tell your robot to do so. Sometimes the robot in the trade setting cannot exceed 30% take profit. For example, there is a coin, you want to hold it from your Royal Q. You buy it and you want Royal Q to sell it at 100%. The settings will not accept by the price action way. Don't worry. Go to the trading view. Go and measure that coin where you want to sell it from. The price you have measured, come and put it here in the action button. You just tap sell. You write here the price. Then you write that, the percentage, and then confirm. The robot will follow that order. The robot will follow that. Give me a thumbs up if you have understood it. Give me a thumbs up if you have understood it. Okay. Thank you so much for learning. Another action button. It is buy. This is an action button. Okay? This is an action button. Rovunda again, please don't raise up hands. I request anyone, don't raise up hands. Just write your question in the chat box to save time. Eh? We are remaining with only 23 minutes. So, perhaps saving a time. So what you have to do, please, if you have any question, just tap the chat box, tap the in-call messages and write down your question there. Harriet, where have you gone? Harriet, to come back. I'm seeing Asha had gone. Harriet Case, please come back, please. Now, buy. What is the buy button? The buy button means this is also an action button. When I don't want to wait for margin calls, I want to buy manually. Usually we call this manual replenishment. It works usually when people want to decrease the floating loss and the negative of a coin. So this is what they do. You come here and tap buy. You can write the price you want. For example, you can tell your robot, I want you to buy this coin when it goes to $400. Right now, the current price is $450. Now I can tell my robot that please buy it at $200. When the coin goes down to $200, buy it. So Dice is saying, will I be able to get the review? You just sit in class. You sit, listen, you will catch up. Then, amount. How much do you want the robot to inject in? $300. Okay? So when I do that, and then I tap, confirm. That's another order. Hey, I told you these are what we call orders from above. Eh? These are orders from. Now the robot has got a buy order. In the order. Do you have soldiers in the room? Eh? Do you have soldiers in the room? Any soldier? Raise up your hands. So I don't have soldiers in my room today. Zuleika, you are a soldier? Kangosika. Okay, any security personnel? Unit. Minister. So this is another order. Okay? This is the sell order and this is the buy order. I can tell my robot that I want you to buy this coin when it goes to this price and it puts this amount. And this order is standing now. The robot is saying trigger price $200. Amount of margin call means the amount of money 300. So now the robot is waiting when this coin goes down to $200, $300 to buy a standard order. The robot will not even wait for any margin call. Just do it. Are we learning? Give me a thumbs up if you're learning. Give me a thumbs up if you're learning. Give me a thumbs up if you're learning. Wow, fantastic, 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 fantastic. Thank you so much for attending class. Let's go. And by the way, you can cancel the order anytime. That's why there is a button here. Stop cancel. That buy order is cancelled. You just tap cancel. Sell order is cancelled. You get the point? You can cancel these orders anytime you want. Have we learned? Now let's go. Another order button. Wall warehouse. When you tap it, basically has three trading modes. Or we call them three selling modes. Okay? Three selling modes. So three selling modes. Diamond. Hear me very well? Do you hear me very well? Huh? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up. 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 Okay, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. So we are going to look at another button. This is called wall warehouse. What is wall warehouse? Wall warehouse. Uh, this is these are selling modes. The robot is asking, how do you want me to sell the trader? Or how do you want me to sell? Okay. So explaining this, I'm going to use a blackboard. But in case my screen goes off, in case the network is lagging, please anyone just unmute your microphone, and then you tell me. You get the point? Hey, just unmute your microphone and then you tell me. Thank you so much. Let me open my blackboard. Now these are the modes. These are the modes. We have what we call wall warehouse. What's a wall warehouse? Wall warehouse. The wall warehouse means when the robot buys margin calls. Our last training, I trained about margin calls. I think everyone now understands what margin calls are. When the robot buys margin calls, for example, you have $1,000 of your trade capital and you gave your robot settings, maybe it has been buying the coin. Now, when the selling part reaches, whole warehouse means the robot will sell the whole coins. Whole coins at once. If it bought coins differently, it sells them once at the same price. By the way, this is the most profitable selling mode. Most profitable selling mode. When you are in the selling mode, the robot will always give you more profits. Are we learning? Are we learning? Now, then we have the sub-bin mode. Sub-bin, sub-bin mode. What's a sub-bin mode? A sub-bin mode is what's up. The robot buys margin calls and sells them independently. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the different margin calls the robot has been buying. Maybe it puts in $50 here, $60 here, $70 here, $80 here, $90 here, $100 here, $120 here, $180. It has been buying margin calls differently. Now with the sub-bin mode, the robot will start selling margin calls from the 50th margin call, 6th, 7th, 8th, up to infinity, up to the number of margin calls you have in your settings. The robot will be selling them independently. Independent? Independent. This is a very beautiful setting. How? Let me give an example. For example, let's assume this is our trade. Let's assume this is our trade. The coin has been going down, then it goes up, then it goes down, then it goes up. When you have such a setting, and let's assume these are the margin calls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, these are the levels of margin calls. Okay? So the robot has been buying margin calls. Now, when the selling part reaches, for example, the 8th margin call, the market has gone down up to the 8th margin call. It failed to reach the 9th. Now, the market started going up. When the market starts going up, the robot will sell the 8th, it will sell the 9th, it will sell the 6th and 5th, it will sell the 4th. When the market starts going down again, then it starts buying, 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 buying. Then it sells, sell, sell, sell. It can be a cycle of buys and sells until the market come back to this level. Remember this level? The first level where the robot bought the coin, then the coin gets out. That's when the robot goes the first up to the 4th margin calls, catching the whole positions. The robot buys and sells these margin calls at once. But from the 50th to infinity, the robot sells them independently. Are we learning something? Now, with the sub-bin mode, this is what's up. The robot is going to buy and sell these margin calls, but it will only show you the profit it has made when the whole trade is closed. Even if it sells for a full week, it will never show you profit. You are going to be seeing the sell and buy orders and the messages, but you will not be seeing the profits. Tojja kulaba magoba. That's when the robot will show you that I've made $300 from this trade. It's a very beautiful strategy. Okay. Then we have sub-bin real time. Sub-bin real time. Now, what's the difference of sub-bin real time and sub-bin real time settlement? Sub-bin real time settlement means that when the robot is selling these margin calls, we call them subpositions, from the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, the profit from it. For example, if it tells the margin call and it makes $1, you show that I've made $1. Whenever it sells anything as margin calls, the robot will be showing you that I've made this amount, I've made this amount, I've made this amount. That's why some of you are seeing profits, but the trade is still there. The robot is still trading that coin. But it's showing you the profits, showing that we made $10 today, we made $8 today. But that trade is not yet sold. It's because it is in what we call sub-bin real-time settlement. Have you understood that? Have you understood that? Let me see those who have understood that. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. If you have learned something, give me a thumbs up. By the way, am I clear? Am I very clear? Mpulira bulungi nnyo 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 nnyo. Okay, thank you, all of you who have attended. In case anything is not clear, in case anything is not yet understood, you can always come in the chat box and write down your message there. I'll read them and review. Okay. Uh, for example, Mugisha is asking. Okay, let me start with Slice. I have just joined. Okay, I answered you. Using an example of that particular coin Tau, do you have to be with cap more than what the robot invested in to buy the coin in order to? What do you mean, bro? You have to be with capital more than what the robot invested in. If the robot ever invested in it as well, your question is not clear. I've joined the business 2 days now. I'm not get get what? Keep keep attending classes. You will learn, bro. Don't worry. All of us were once beginners. In suburban mode, since the robot shows profit after setting the whole trade, where does it store the sold profit? All your profits are in your Binance, Stevie. Hey, you mean suburban? Yes, the profits are there, but the robot's not showing you. You get the point? It's not evaluating yet. So let this what's up. Sometimes the robot uses the profits to keep buying the next margin call and making the average price come closer. There is some mathematics going on there. That's why the robot is not showing you the profits yet until the whole trade closes. Actually, suburban mode and wall warehouse are the best strategies to help decrease the negative. You get the point? When you're trading the coin, those two strategies or strategy modes are the best to decrease the negative and floating loss. But second, wall warehouse and suburban mode. But suburban real time, it never helps you at that. It actually keeps on selling and buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. But you never decrease the negative. Cake is asking, among the three cell types, which is the best according to your experience? By the way, each is good. For me, I like strategy. For me, I like wall warehouse so much. However, suburban mode is good. Suburban real time is good. It depends on the market. When the market is bearish, I advise you to use suburban mode or suburban real time. But when the market is good, like today, it is. Wall house is the best. That's why for me, I'm trading with the wall house now. So for me, I change strategies depending on the market. Eunice is asking, I'm sure this will be posted on YouTube because Mbadele definitely. Our tra- our our training is live. Mugisha is asking, okay, for that coin, can someone with $200 as capital be able to trade it? Even if $10 you can. By the way, let me tell you something. Buying a coin, it doesn't mean. Let me explain this to new people. Usually, new people they get confused with this. For example, this trade, just one coin is $450. There is a coin which is even $100,000, like Bitcoin. Did you know that you can buy Bitcoin with just $10? This will not. For example, okay, for me, I invested in more money. My trade invested in $500. I was given only one coin. Even if you have $10, you are given equivalent of that much. Are you learning something? Okay, let's go. So I think you have understood the strategy modes, all of them. These are very important in terms of making profit. Then we have what we call strategy migration. Strategy migration. Um Strategy migration means, for example, people who are traveling. For example, you are going in the United States, and the United States doesn't have Binance. So you download an exchanger which they use there. For example, Kraken. You can migrate your trades from Binance to Kraken. So this is the future we use called strategy migration. For example, you are from You're from Uganda, you're going to Canada. I think Canada doesn't have Binance. So you can migrate your coins in another exchanger, which people there use. So that's what the reason of this button. Then we have switch on margin call. If you switch it, your robot will not buy margin calls. That means your robot will not use the money to buy more over that coin. That's why most of the times when your capital is done and your trading strategy was asking for more money, you find the robot switching off that button, then sending you a message of sufficient balance to keep. Have you ever seen that message? Robot telling you that you don't have insufficient money, keep buying margin calls. If you add more on your exchange, come back and switch it on. It usually advises you to do so. So this button, it's an order you give the bot to not keep buying. Then there is AI margin call. Now with the strategy I'm using right now, I'm called, I named it AI trade. AI something. That's my strategy. So I need the AI margin call. What's AI margin call? Let me explain it here. Are we following? By the way, are we following you people? Um, I'm seeing people getting out of class. Chichinga mufuruma.
Coach, your
I'm going for
network
short
is
course
not
and
clear.
everybody in the primary class. When getting out, you have to ask for a short course. But sir, there I go out. It's not clear. I'm not clear. Someone is saying I'm not clear. Is that true?
You're now clear, but back then you were not clear very well.
Hey, why is it so? So where did I stop?
On you were going to show us how that. I'm even
Hey, I
forgetting
was going to show you
how to set the
AI margin call
AI
works.
margin codes.
Okay, okay. Now let me explain what AI margin call means. Now, AI margin call, AI margin call. This is what's up with the AI margin call. Let me give an example. This is my, uh, let's assume this is my strategy. I have 9 margin calls. And I told my robot that buy the first margin call at 1%, the second at 2%, the third at 4%, the fifth at 1%, the fifth at 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, 6%, whatever percentage you give your trade settings. When you switch on the AI margin call, the robot will not follow this order. Forget it. It will not follow the percentage order. What it will follow the amount of money you wanted the robot to buy. For example, if you tell your robot that on the first margin call, I want you to invest $20. On the second, I want you to invest 50. On the third, I want you to invest 100. On the fourth, I want you to invest 150. On the fifth, I want you to invest 200. On the sixth margin call, I want 250. Eh? Whatever your strategy is, this is what the robot will follow. But percentages, no. With the AI margin call, the robot will analyze the market for you. The settings what are the following. I'm going to give you a live example. You can tell your robot that if the market drops 1%, you buy the first margin call and investing $20. It will only the right time to buy. That means it will find where there is support. Regular. If it finds that there is a lot of resistance in that area, even if you told the robot that you buy when the market drops 2%, the robot will not buy. If it analyzes the market and realizes that there is a lot of resistance in that area, it will not invest your money. Look at my trade. This is my strategy. For example, my strategies are $1,000. The robot injected in $500 as first buying amount, and my robot was told to buy the first margin call when the market drops 0.5%. Let's go to the trade settings. I show you. These are my trade settings. The first call, I told the robot buy at 0.5%, inject in 0.2 out of $500. That's how much? That's $100. So I told the robot that when the market drops 0.5, inject in $100. But the robot has not done that. Yabigani. Look, the market has dropped already 2%. The robot tenagula. Why? Because the AI margin call is on. So the robot is analyzing this coin. Yet, yes, I told it to buy at 0.5, but it has not. Why? It has realized, no, there is no support there. It is still resistance, not buy. So with the AI margin call, when it's on, the robot will buy a coin only at the best time. Other people who have money, I advise you, use settings where AI is on. When you have AI margin call on, you will never see your robot buying a lot using your money. Are we getting the point? Are we learning? Are we learning? Are we getting the point? Give me a thumbs up if you're learning what I'm saying. So with the AI margin call on, by the way, I advise the AI margin call for people with bigger capital. With small capital, follow a strategy. Because AI margin call sometimes delays your robot to buy. But of course on a purpose. Of course on a purpose. So I think we have understood AI margin call and what it means. Then there is current status. Current status, the robot is showing you margin call triggering price where it will buy. Eh? That the robot is saying, I'll buy when the price goes to this level. This was the strategy, but because there is AI, robot yabigaanye. Because right now the price is 446. Being at air days we gula at 454. You get the point. Take profit trigger is $470. When the market goes above 470,
Coach, your network, we are not getting what you're saying.